Hey guys, welcome back to the Sans Bricks. My name is Jevin. Now, today is Halloween, which means today is our final Spooky Bricks video. So for today's build, we're going to be building a Lego haunted house. So without further ado, let's take a look. So here we have our Lego haunted house. So now let me show you some of the building techniques and some of the interior design on this. So starting at the front here, we have this sidewalk, which is just made up of 2x4 gray tiles. Then we have the walkway leading up, which here we have 2 6x6 gray tiles. And then in the middle here we have a 1x4, and then we have also some studs for the minifigures to stand on there. And for this gate here, I used some black ladder pieces, and then come into the one with kind of the slope leading up to the top here, and then we just have these black gate pieces that then form our fence. So then for the grounds of this house, I used gray and dark tan plates to cover the yard, you could think of it as, and then also have a bunch of 1x1 round plates there, which form like little stones or pebbles. And also on the left, you may notice I have some purple mushrooms here. The little ones are just made up of a 1x1 round tile on top of a stud, and these bigger mushrooms are 2x2 purple discs on top of 1x1 cones, and those form our mushrooms. So then, coming up to the actual house, we have the railing that goes all along the porch. Those are simply made up of some 1x1 bricks, with then on top of them a 1x1 tile, and then across them we have our plates. And one more thing to notice on the exterior of the house is I have these 1x6 tiles and 1x6 plates to make it look like the windows have been boarded up. Another detail with the windows is some of the panes have been broken. What those really are just some translucent pieces that I have placed within the window frame. So now let's take a look at the interior of this house. So as you guys saw there, we just took the roof and the second floor off. So now let's take a look at the inside of this first floor. So here we have the first floor, which consists of the main room, the stairwell, and the bathroom. So what we're going to be taking a look at first is the main room. So for this entire first floor, actually, I have it raised up 1 brick, and on top of that I have plates. So in the main room here, we just have a bunch of different sized brown plates that then cover the floor. And then for the walls of our house, we just have a bunch of 1x1 black bricks that make up the walls, and then we also have holes for the windows. So in the main room here, we pretty much have a gargoyle janitor, a skeleton, a ghost knight, and our zombie businessman. And a few other details in this room is the armchair and the candelabra. Overall, the main room is probably the simplest room in this house, so now let's move on to the bathroom. So in our bathroom here, we have the tub and the toilet. Also, these walls, I now have changed them to white. And something you might notice is on these walls I have some studs. That's so that the second floor can connect on top of the first floor. So on the floor here, we pretty much have alternating 2x2 white tile and a 2x2 black tile, pretty much all across the room in order to give it that tiled look. For our bathtub here, I have filled it up with just simple 1x1 blue transparent studs. And then also we have our little spigot here for the bathtub as well. So also, you guys probably have already noticed, we have a monster coming out of the toilet here. For that monster, I just have 3 of these vine pieces. This is just made up of a white bowl, and this is just built up, and then we have a 1x2 sloped tile there. Then over here we have a 1x1 silver round that then is connected to a 1x1 tile with the knob on the outside for our handle to connect to. So So moving on to our stairwell, each step is 2 plates tall, and those just come all the way up to the top here. And you may notice there's a slight gap here. That's because on the second floor, I'll show you guys, I have 1 extra step that is just coming out so that it connects clean. So now moving on to the second floor, we have an empty corridor and our crazy scientist lab. So the base here is made up of a bunch of black tiles on the bottom, and then on top of those we have a bunch of gray tiles. And then for the walls, again, on the outside we just have black 1-bys, and then here we have a gray wall in order to separate the corridor from the lab. If you guys look over here on the right, you guys can see that other step I was talking about that then connects to our stairwell in our first floor. And this railing is also here just to make sure that if you're a minifigure walking around in a haunted house, you wouldn't fall down the stairs, because, you know, safety. So over here in this corridor, it really is nothing special. We have a zombie and a spider web and a window over here. That's basically the corridor. And then in our crazy scientist lab, we have the scientist, his Frankenstein, and a guy who looks like maybe he drank the wrong potion. And a few other little details are the green crystals, the computer, the rat, the big long cables going everywhere, and these reactors. Also, we have another spider web with a spider in the back corner. So now moving on from our second floor, we come to the roof. So right off the bat, you notice we have an owl from the Harry Potter minifigure series, and over here we have a witch flying on her broomstick. So to create the slope of our roof here, for every 2 studs over, we go up 1 stud. That gives it a nice clean slope upward. And in order to connect our witch on the back here, we have a 1x1 brick with a Technic hole right through the middle, and then her translucent beam can connect into that hole. Alright guys, and so that is our Lego Haunted House. If you guys would like to see more big builds like this one, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you guys would like to watch some more Stannis Bricks, click one of these 2 videos, and make sure you click up here to subscribe.